for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half Gulag, half Hero Sword. It was a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect?
That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan.
So much info.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then.
You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker, and were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end...
The time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss.
Snake Eater
sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O., or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, aka Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted.
I still trusted him in those days.
We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project.
Les enfants terribles, Zero called it.
You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
Okay.
Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene.
Oh,
The
goodness.
Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on. Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Alright. Sweet. I think everything's updated. I think Miller wants me... missions.
Please select a mission.
Mission.
Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape.
Cool.
Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP
Read
for
them.
completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorched Earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of a Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the west is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
Oh boy. Here we go. Why does my head remind people of penises? I have no clue.
Mission accepted.
Why are you jealous of me? I don't get it.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Oh, I took the good electric razor. Oh. So you can't have a proper shave yet? Aw, man, I need to get some new weapons. Well, I got those two. Ran out of games? No. Nope, just wanted to play Metal Gear. But I'll say we do have the rest of the Metal Gear Solids to play. That was after not Metal Gear Solids, Kingdom Hearts to play after Kingdom Hearts 2. I think Birth by Sleep and 2 other games. But we'll try and balance Metal Gear and Kingdom Hearts out with each other. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Because I know Metal Gear Solid, it's gonna take a long ass time. Yeah, I don't really have much. Everything's equipped. I have literally have everything equipped. Oh, you have a work phone now? It's got a job. Oh my god. They actually give you a phone. Yeah, I only have D-Horse right now. That's alright. D-Horse is fantastic. Pretty horse. I don't think I ever really used the vehicles. It's the funny part. Like, I literally went with, like, either the dog, snake, I mean, not snake, quiet, and literally just went stealth throughout the most of the game. Yep, just turn off that phone, man. Oh yeah, you can switch it out, so you don't have to play as Snake, you can play as other people's. Oh, I can't preview it. Naked. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can turn most of these into like full stealth missions. I usually play like Metal Gear's fully, mostly like non-lethal too. I like playing Metal Gear's non-lethal. Yeah, I gotta start unlocking stuff too. Alright, commence mission. Let's just do ASAP.
Deploying.
ASAP right now. Then I'll figure out what all my optional things I need to do. I need to look that up, see where I can check that stuff out. Should just be on the pad. Hero's Way.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Ah. Hate electric razors.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss. We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment.
Oh,
Take a look at the
yeah.
plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Sweet. Yeah, this is where the open world part begins and stuff like that. So yeah, like what I like to do is when I'm shaving is, especially when hair has kind of grown out, is I do an electric razor first, and then I follow it up with like, you know, straight razor. Booyah. Smoothest shave you'll ever get. Alright, how do I check the subs? Oh, yeah. So I guess the things I can do are just question mark. I don't know. But my primary objective is to eliminate the Spetsnaz commander, which I guess that's his face, and he's based in that location. Buddy support, request development of buddy. What's that? Cassettes. Now obtain skills, blueprints, gunman. Oh, a reward. Ugh.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Oh yeah, time keeps passing as I'm in this. I need to remember that. Yay! Got all those rewards. An elite soldier.
Development
Oh, an
project
A+
has
soldier.
been added.
Hey, a language of French. I need a language of Russian. That'd be nice. On. Give me Russian. Spanish. Russian! Yes! When you're just feeling lazy and you just need a quick pass, go with the electric razor. Oh, I got a couple Russians. Nice. That means I should be able to interrogate. Portuguese. So many. Alright, I think I'm good now. Oh, my goodness. What is my resources? Once it loads. Common. Yeah, and you can sell all this stuff off in case some of them you don't need. So this is processed, this is unprocessed. It's medicinal. Ah, weapons. Very good. Staff management. Wait, we already have 99 soldiers? My god. Support units. R&D, support, brig. All staff. KIA, former. Wait, these guys are in the rating room? What? Where are these guys in the waiting room? Some of these guys are like...
Select unit.
Oh, they're in the waiting because I hit my max. Shit. That's why. Alright, we gotta get Mother Base really big. Database. Oh, okay, cool. That should be all of them. See, what I would like to develop is the sniper rifle that puts people to sleep.
Please specify a project.
Let's see. Pistols. Well, let's look through. Is that all? Development, requirement. Oh, I met these requirements. Cool. So much development. Oh, a sneaky suit. Yes. So that's all the pistols I can do. Markov. And going through all these, making sure. Ooh. Oh yeah, these are the special ones. Yeah, there's always special weapons. Yeah, I definitely need to get some better weapons and hopefully, of course, make them all non-lethal. I don't know, depending on what you guys want. Do you want to see violence or me putting people to sleep? I'm up for either. Like to see how I play Metal Gear, or do you just want the violent route? Ah, there it is. So I think what I need to do first, unless there's one that just goes straight up. Alright, I think I know what I need to develop first, and that is this.
Development project has been added.
Request, no. And then, oh, I can't develop this yet. What does it need? Medical team level 15. Oh, they're at 0. And I need, wait, what? Okay, and I need the golden crescent. Damn. Sleep. Want me to put everyone to sleep? Fine. Yes. Just the thing I wanted to know. Wanted to make sure you guys knew how to actually play a Metal Gear game. Yeah, I think we can kind of mix it up. We don't have to do a pure non-lethal playthrough, since this Metal Gear is a lot longer than the other Metal Gears. So I think if we try and do a full non-lethal playthrough, it's going to be a lot longer. And sometimes you just need to whip out that heavy machine gun or a shotgun and just blast people's heads off. Sometimes you just need to do it. Making sure I kind of check out everything. Got the decoys, active decoy. Got the bait bottle. Flares. And stun grenades is the one I need to figure out, so we'll develop this. This will take, oh yeah, development.
Development project has been added.
Now remember this, anyone that's played Metal Gear Solid 5, there's actually waiting time for development. So, yeah. That's a thing. I didn't mind it though, because I was going to play this game for a very long time anyway. So it never bothered me. I can see it bothering a lot of other people. And this thing gets up to fucking FOM decoy. Now, is that tied into like the reboot of the movies? Or because I know they're trying to reboot the Resident Evil movies to, you know, handle it differently. I'm guessing they're working on a series too? So I've heard about the reboot of the movies. Just didn't know if that was tied into it somehow. Ah, I can upgrade the Phantom Seagulls. Right. The only one, like, literary Silent Hill 2 movie. See, out of all those, I didn't mind the first Resident Evil movie. The first Resident Evil movie was actually pretty okay. I enjoyed it. Silent Hill movie, I think, is probably the best video game movie out there that I can really think of that was tied into a video game series and stuff like that. And that's about it. Trying to remember if I enjoyed the sneaking suit. I might as well develop it too. Yeah, boy. Oh, I can request it immediately. We'll request it later. Alright. That's all the development that I needed to get off my chest. It's still yellow. Is it resources? Maybe? Issue with video game movies is gamers expect to be one-to-one. Yeah, you really can't do a one-to-one thing with the story because of how video games tell their stories. It's very interactive and stuff like that. But it's not even that. Directors just don't know really how to handle the translation from the video game to the silver screen, or silver screen, and it's been a very weird mix. I know. I remember when they were making comic book movies at the time, they didn't really know how to translate it well enough, but they found out that comic books, all they really are is they're already a written screenplay. And that's all you have to handle it. They're a written screenplay. You just have to try not to do the comic book thing. Make it into an actual movie. And that's what they need to figure out with video games. They need to figure out how to actually handle it in a video game form. Alright, so this is my mission area. I think the first thing I need to do is I want to hit up this. Alright, let's not get spotted. Let's try and do all of our stuff and extract as much things as we can.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Cool.
Development project has been added.
Oh. All right. Oh. Soviet soldier there. Not the only. Oh. Ooh, lots of men. I think that's all of them. I think that's all the men. I think that's a little too many men. Too much men in one area. I don't think this is gonna go well. I have to wait until night for that one. See, I don't think I really need to hit that one up for my mission right now.
Marker removed. Marker removed.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do the mission and see if I can get more info as I go. unless any of these guys are spread out. I can try and do this a little bit better. See if I can take this guy first. This is too many dudes. Well, they're moving out. Now it's just 3 guys. Now it's just 3 guys. All right. See what they're all doing. Looks like this guy's coming this way. Guy's looking over there. Trying to figure out their pattern. Don't want that guy over there seeing me. Oh.
I don't know English. Angliski.
He speaks Russian. What we need is an interpreter.
Oh, do I still not have an interpreter?
Intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation.
Damn it. How am I supposed to get the information out?
Where are your friends?
Ruski speak, please.
Uh-oh.
Guardpost captured.
We got their friends coming.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Oh, wait. 0% chance. Damn. Wait, do any of these guys have interpretation skills? I can't tell. How do I check? Can't tell. Oh, I guess I might have to upgrade.
Start by heading for Deshago Calais. Check your map for the location. The target is camped out in that village, dressed as an ordinary soldier.
I guess I can always redo these missions and get the S ranks. Oh, sandstorms. I remember.
So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
Can't see. Ah!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
God, I can't see. Ah! Okay, we're good. I should probably go slow in the sandstorm. There we go. Now I can see. There's my enemy buddies.
You arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him.
Oh
Keep your
boy.
guard up.
Arrived at your destination.
Oh yeah, I remember this area. Oh boy. Ah! Whoop! Shit. That is not how you duck. Not how you go prone. I know how to roll. Very much. There. Happy. Okay. Gotta find nice little enemies. Oh yeah. Enemies here. Out there's dudes walking the perimeter. Let's see. There we go. Oh. Nice.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
I can't tell. Like there's anyone at the tower. I think we're pretty solid.
That's the sturdiest building in the area. It'd be perfect for the target to hole up in.
Alright, let's use a phantom cigar. How to use this? No. Ah. What? I had no clue they were gonna see me here. Alright, we'll hit it some other different way. There we go.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I think I was way too close to an outer area.
Extraction destination arrived at Mother Base.
Okay. Make sure when you use phantom cigars to not be near a road. I guess what I should do. Now they alerted the camp. That means everyone's moving around though. Someone has music. Oh, AA gun. Well, I guess the two guys I shot, they're asleep now. We good. Okay. Okay, this might be a good area. Maybe not. Let me guess, the food's ready.
Not quite.
Okay.
Almost.
Alright, good.
You have some time.
Alright, cool. So I want to at least finish one mission.
Okay. Done for the mission.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Should be good to, like, you know, do whatever.
Development complete.
Oh, nice.
Sun will set shortly.
Wait, how do you slow it down? Is it always like 6 hours? I guess so. Gives me a little bit of like... I guess you just use it. Can't remember. Alright. Let's try and get to our location. Take out the outer guard. He actually might have interpretation skills. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think usually you can figure out what's a good interpreter.
You gotta extract him.
Well, of course. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need an interpreter so I can do these missions properly. Oh, sandstorm. Alright, there's got to be a way to destroy these. Wonder if a grenade will do it. Ah, explosives. Oh. Well, they still have their communications, so that didn't help. Or maybe it's just local communications? I have no clue. I don't remember how the communications work in this game. I really should get closer. Let's see, I thought there was 2 other dudes coming our way. I guess not.
There, that's the target.
I got to kill him.
Target confirmed dead. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Good to know. I gotta get that music. Oh. Masterful takedown. Kids of America. Oh, wait.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think you can destroy them like that. Better wait until he comes in. Oh. Hi.
Sun will
It'll be
rise
dawn soon.
momentarily.
Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outposts changes in the morning too.
Oh.
Watch yourself.
Where's my extraction? I don't remember. That's where my horse is. Hey. Oh, I guess I have to request it. Yeah. Mission.
Please select a landing. Support helicopter requested.
That's how you do it. Where are you? Oh, there. Let's get the heck out of here. Assassin.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
We are assassins. Assassin's Creed. Alright, waiting for my extraction.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Sweet.
Gaining altitude.
That's how you do it.
Departing area of operations.
Once I get an interpreter, I can redo that mission and get all the information I need. That's my plan. Because in order to get the rest of the information for those
Development
missions,
has been added.
Mission complete. I know we can do
I need
better next time.
interpreters. I know, it's because I didn't figure out what else I need to do. Have anything else planned later? Do casual golf? Up to the food nonsense? Up to you. Yeah, I'll let Laura know that we're gonna do some stuff. Things like that. I'll make sure the rest of tonight's free. We'll continue Metal Gear Saturday. So that's what we're gonna do. So plan on some more Metal Gear Saturday, stuff like that. Reward.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged
Yeah,
for you
I'll
to
hit
be able to
you
develop
up on
and
Discord.
customize